Listen up, Rams Nation, because we need to talk about what's happening right now with our franchise quarterback, and it's absolutely incredible. Matthew Stafford just cracked the top 7 in Nick Shook's quarterback ranking heading into Week 6. And honestly, this should surprise absolutely nobody who's been watching this legendary gunslinger operate this season, because what we're witnessing is nothing short of spectacular football at the highest level. Let's break down exactly what Stafford is doing right now, because these numbers don't lie, and they paint the picture of a quarterback who's playing with the kind of precision and excellence that makes defenses wake up in cold sweats. Through 5 games, our guy is completing 66.7% of his passes, which shows incredible accuracy and decision-making under pressure. He's racked up 1,503 passing yards, which puts him right in the conversation with the elite signal callers across the league, and demonstrates he's still got that cannon arm that can shred any secondary that dares to challenge him. But here's where it gets absolutely insane and why we need to appreciate what we're watching in real time. Stafford has thrown 11 touchdown passes against only 2 interceptions. That's a ridiculous touchdown-to-interception ratio that showcases not just his arm talent, but his football IQ and ability to protect the football while still being aggressive downfield. He's averaging 8.2 yards per attempt, which means every time he drops back, defenses are getting gashed for serious yardage, and that's the kind of efficiency that wins championships in this league. And remember, this isn't some young quarterback in his prime having a hot start. This is a veteran who came into the season dealing with back issues, showing everyone he's still got plenty left in the tank. What makes this ranking even more impressive is the context surrounding it, because Stafford isn't just putting up empty stats in garbage time or against weak competition. He's been the heartbeat and the driving force behind everything positive the Rams have accomplished this season. When you watch the tape, you see a quarterback who's making all the throws at every level of the field, from those quick, decisive slants to the intermediate crossers to the absolute bombs downfield that remind everyone why he's one of the most talented, pure passers this franchise ever had. The way he's manipulating defenses with his eyes, creating throwing windows that simply shouldn't exist, and delivering strikes into tight coverage is textbook elite quarterback play. Now let's address the elephant in the room, because yes, the Rams have been up and down this season with some inconsistency that's frustrated all of us at times. But here's the beautiful truth. Stafford has been the one constant, the one player we can count on week in and week out to give us a chance to win every single game. While other parts of the team have had their struggles, our quarterback has been absolutely phenomenal, and that speaks volumes about his leadership, his preparation, and his determination to drag this team to victories even when things aren't perfect around him. That's what elite quarterbacks do, and that's exactly what we're getting from number 9 right now. The most exciting part about this whole situation is that Stafford himself isn't satisfied and isn't getting caught up in individual accolades or rankings, because when he was asked about his hot start and impressive statistics, he basically brushed it off and said he's just trying to execute the plays that are called and get the ball to his playmaker. That's the mentality of a winner right there. That's the mindset of a Super Bowl champion who knows that individual stats mean nothing if the team isn't winning and getting to where they need to be. He talked about taking what the defense gives him, making plays when opportunities present themselves, and focusing solely on scoring points and getting the Rams into the end zone as many times as possible. This humble approach from a quarterback who's putting up these kinds of numbers is exactly why Rams fans should be incredibly excited about what's possible this season, because we have a leader who's not worried about personal glory, but is locked in on team success and bringing another championship to Los Angeles. The fact that Stafford mentioned he might think about these achievements when he's done playing shows. His complete focus is on the present moment, on the next game, on the next drive, on the next throw. And that laser focus is what separates the good quarterbacks from the truly great ones. Let's also appreciate that Stafford is doing all of this while dealing with the physical toll that comes with being a veteran quarterback in this brutal league. Coming off that back injury that had everyone worried during the offseason and still producing at this level proves he's not just talented, but incredibly tough and resilient. The man is showing up every single Sunday, ready to battle, ready to take hits in the pocket, ready to make the throws that need to be made, regardless of what his body might be telling him. And that's the kind of warrior mentality that inspires an entire locker room and makes teammates want to play harder for. When you look at the landscape of quarterbacks across the NFL right now and see Stafford sitting at number 7 in these rankings, it's clear that the rest of the league is starting to recognize what we've known all along. This guy is special, and he's still operating at an elite level. Being ranked in that second tier of quarterbacks means he's right there in the conversation with the very best signal callers in football. And considering where some people had him ranked coming into this season, after the injury concern, this is a massive statement about his ability to still compete with anyone. The efficiency metrics are what really stand out because 8.2 yards per attempt is the kind of number that separates the elite passers from everyone else, and it shows Stafford is pushing the ball downfield with success, which is exactly what Sean McVay's offense needs to function at its highest level. When you have a quarterback who can threaten defenses vertically, make them respect every root on the tree, and convert those opportunities into explosive plays, it opens up everything else in the offensive playbook. Those play. Action passes become even more deadly. Those screen passes have more room to operate, and the running game gets lighter boxes to run against because defenses are terrified of what Stafford can do through the air. And we haven't even fully discussed the touchdown production, because 11 touchdowns through 5 games puts him on pace for some serious numbers by season's end. That's the kind of scoring production that can carry an entire offense and make up for deficiencies in other areas. When your quarterback is finding the end zone. This consistently, it means drives are ending in points rather than punts, and that's the formula for success in today's NFL. The fact that he's taking such good care of the football with only 2 interceptions shows he's not forcing anything. He's playing within the structure of the offense while still being aggressive when the situations call for it. And that's the perfect balance McVay needs from his quarterback. Looking ahead, the most exciting part is knowing that Stafford still has room to improve and elevate his game even further, because as good as he's been through 5 games, we know he's capable of even more. When this offense really clicks and all the pieces come together, when the running game gets going consistent, when the offensive line gives him clean pockets, and when the receivers are all healthy and running crisp routes, we could see Stafford take this production to even higher level. The ceiling for what this offense can be with Stafford playing like this is absolutely through the roof, and should have every Rams fan dreaming about what's possible down the stretch. The leadership aspect cannot be overstated because Stafford brings so much more to this team than just his arm talent and his ability to make throws. He's the emotional leader, the guy who keeps everyone calm in pressure situations, the veteran presence who's been through everything and knows how to navigate the ups and downs of an NFL season. When younger, players need guidance when the team needs someone to step up and make a statement when things get tough in the fourth quarter. Stafford is the guy everyone looks to and trusts completely. That intangible value doesn't show up in stats or ranking, but it's absolutely crucial to team success. Right now, we're witnessing something special happening in Rams Nation, and we need to soak it all in and appreciate every single snap, because quarterback play like this doesn't come around often. And when you have it, you need to maximize the opportunity. Stafford is proving all the doubters wrong. He's showing that age is just a number when you have the talent, the preparation, and the determination to compete at the highest level. And he's giving this team every possible chance to make noise in the playoff race. The combination of his experience, his arm talent, his football intelligence, and his competitive fire makes him one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the entire league right now. The fact that Stafford is approaching this season with such a professional, workmanlike mentality, focused on execution and team success rather than individual glory, is exactly what makes him so effective and so respected throughout the organization. He's not worried about where he ranks among other quarterbacks. He's not concerned with his legacy or his place in history right now. He's solely focused on helping the Rams win football game, and that singular focus is what drives excellence. When you have a quarterback who shows up every day ready to work, ready to study film, ready to get better, ready to do whatever it takes to help his team. That's when magic happens. So as we look at this number 7 ranking Stafford heading into week 6, we should all feel incredibly optimistic about where this team is headed. Because when you have elite quarterback play, everything else becomes easier. The defense can play more aggressive, knowing their offense will score points. The special teams can take risks, knowing a mistake won't be fatal, and the entire organization can approach each game with confidence, knowing Matthew Stafford is under center ready to lead them to victory. This is our time, Rams Nation, and with Stafford playing at this level, we have every reason to believe this team can accomplish something special this season. Make sure you smash that subscribe button and hit the like if you're fired up about Stafford's incredible play this. Drop a comment below and let me know. Do you think Stafford finishes the season as a top 5 quarterback in the NFL? Option A, absolutely, he's going to keep climbing these rankings. Option B, top 7 is about right, but top 5 might be a stretch. Let's hear what Rams Nation